And good evening, one, good evening. We are back here with Gran Turismo 4, live and exclusive to YouTube. I'm your host, Swishbone, with the remainder of the evening. So, apologies for keeping you all waiting, but we are tripling down tonight. We're carrying on our streams. The chat box is over in that direction. So get your comments over there, and I'll do what I can to interact with you all. Now, tonight, I fancy doing some of the faster races, but one of the ones I want to do first of all is here, in the special conditions. You see, one of the races you can do is a wet round at Tsukuba, and we've already done the normal difficulty one. We have yet, however, to do the hard one. Now, this is going to be interesting because there's literally no restrictions on tyres. So I've had a bit of a brainwave. From memory, this has no tyre wear. So if that's the case... Ooh, nice car as our opponent, the Minolta 88 CV race car from 1989. But from memory, as I said before, this race doesn't have tyre wear. So I've got onto this car a pair of qualifying tyres. They normally can last literally a single lap. But as there's no tyre wear here, we should have a chance to get ourselves right for it. So with that in mind, it's Toyota versus Toyota, live here at Tsukuba. Here we go. Have to be careful because this is the special conditions, which means that if you hit someone in the wrong time and the wrong place, you're going to find yourself very much on a penalty. And we don't want penalties here. Oh, isn't it nice to hear that beautiful engine? I don't want to talk over that. It's a very loud engine indeed, Queen, you're quite correct. As I'm feeling fine, thank you very much. We are on night 3 of 3 this week. Back to back to back. And of course I found out my friend Chris JT tomorrow night is streaming the Plucky Squire on his channel. So it's 4 nights of stream with me technically, though tomorrow I am a passenger. I will be watching instead of playing, so that's going to be nice to take a break. How are you getting on? You enjoying things so far, Queen? You keeping yourself busy and all out? Yes, this is the wet race, and because we've got qualifying tyres on, we have all the grip in the world. Normally, qualifying tyres on a wet track would be a bad thing, because they would have zero tread. Yeah, so it is actually really kind of cool. I wasn't expecting it to be that. I'd heard it was going to be some kind of weird indie RPG, but it was like a mashup of... I can only describe it as the classic platform games and some really rather silly comedy. Although I was getting annoyed at all the fourth wall in that. It was getting on my nerves. You know the rules of this channel. You leave the fourth wall alone. They even have grits to run on the grass then. That's rather surprising. Well, that's hard. That's beside the point, Queen. Don't make excuses. Don't excuse it. Oh, getting a few frame drops there. I'm not quite sure why. Of course, for those of you wondering why we're playing this game again, we are doing the randomizer routes where prize cars are completely randomized based off the name that you have entered. I entered my YouTube channel name Swishbone, and we've seen some tremendous cars like the one I'm driving now, and we've seen some junkers as well. The question is, what awaits as we get deeper into the game? For now, this has been a walk in the park. Final lap for this race now, which is awesome. Meanwhile, good evening, Mr. Jack. All good here, mate. How are you doing? And also, hi to Joe. I see you waving in the chat there as we drive the Toyota GT1 against his older brother, the Toyota Minolta, in the rain here at Tsukuba. But thanks to there being no tyre wear in this mode, I've got qualifying tyres on. And I'm ready to kick some butt. Of course, this weekend's an important weekend for me. The F1 is back. We're going to Austin, Texas. So I'm going to be streaming next week after this, but I am going to be watching my mate stream Chris on his channel tomorrow night, watching the Plucky Spire. That should be a good laugh. And then a weekend of racing. It's a sprint weekend, and it's a critical one. It's going to be fun. Well, yes. How slow was the Toyota Minolta compared to my GT1? I don't think it's going to tell me. Yep, it's timed out. Yeah, so Texas is an interesting place, Arista Jack. It's a very interesting place. Take it. So we've won that race, and we should have got ourselves our first roll on the roulette wheel. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Here it is. It is a... It's the alternate AC Cobra. We've got the younger brother to the Shelby Cobra. Very nice car. Look at that for style. All those side tailpipes, that huge engine, and it's an absolute handful to drive. For anyone who's tried driving those cars, that was a nice reward. We're not done here though. Yes, for the 1,000 miles, I might possibly use that car because the one I've got has got a lot of power. It's got like 700 horsepower, so I might need to slightly detune one that's easier to control. But now, we're going to take on... Well, actually, not right away, we're not. We're going to save first. Let's get a save on before we do anything else. Well, now, while we're here, we're going to do the hard versions of these. We're going to do the Rally d'Umbria and the Costa d'Amalfi. We'll do both of them. Now, I'm hoping that, like with the last one, there's no tyre wear. Because if there's no tyre wear, I'll keep my qualifying tyres on. Yes, very vintage style, Arista Jack. 1966. Basically, Carroll Shelby decided to take a AC convertible and stick a really powerful, like, Magnum engine in it. Well, Queen, it's funny you should start singing that song. I am tempted as a stream, possibly in November, on the weekend, to actually do a day stream where I do all 4 races of the 1,000 miles in one sitting. The only breaks I take is to literally... You know, if I need to use the can, and get supplies and do them all in one day, 1,000 miles. There's an enduro stream, it'll be about 12 hours long. Oh god, with qualifying tyres on, this is ridiculous. With qualifying tyres, I can literally book it out of corners. Holy hell, this is fast. World's going backwards! Until we get a 5-second penalty. Because we went in too fast, too hot. Get that time penalty off my screen. I don't want that. The problem is I'm braking so quickly and accelerating so fast. I'm almost unable to control the car. Yes, could we imagine a full 20-car grid around here, the Costa d'Amalfi? Not the costume out, the city that aria even. What a stupid place to put a wall in the middle of a town. I mean, come on. What a stupid thing to do. Why do we need that there? This car is actually too fast for this circuit. It's like trying to break the speed limit indoors. You just don't do it. Yeah, the 1,000 mile stream, exactly, that's what I was thinking of calling it, the 1,000 miler. What took 4 streams in the past, I'm planning to do as 1 sitting. It's like, open the taps, go crazy. So, for those of you playing this game legitimately, if you want to make a lot of money quickly, get qualifying tyres on a car, and keep winning the RSC Rally Raid car and selling it. It's a very easy way to make money early in the game. Take a shot every time there's a penalty, people. And even that's still our fastest lap, despite the penalties. A clean lap will see us easily set a new record time. Well, it's interesting actually, Arista Jack, because this circuit is actually a real place, is a real world location. It's not called the City d'Aria due to licensing reasons, but there's actually a video you can find online where someone went to the actual place and shows comparison footage. And it's a fascinating little video. Thank you to Joe for pointing that out to me and sending me a link to it. I managed to crash at a slow enough speed then for it to knock out as a penalty. These locals are just like, what the car is this? Where did it come from? Kind of thing. And I'm like, my garage, enjoy it. We've got to do this the other way around to find out what the prize car's going to be. But we're on our way. Oh, I know I'm going too fast for the track, but the track's got no choice but to watch me do it. Interesting, this car has a glitch. There's a way, apparently, to make it so you can break out of bounds and get to like 400 kilometers an hour. Someone's done it over the Côte d'Azur track, aka Monte Carlo. Jeez, it's still 1 minute 20. Ah, it works in Seattle as well, does it, Joe? Interesting. I remember seeing the footage years ago At Monte Carlo, coming out of the tunnel. There's a way to go through the barrier on the right of the right-hand side of the tunnel, I think, from what I remember. At the Nouvelle Chicane. No, Arista Jack, it's definitely not the big rigs method. Oh, good lord, big rigs over the road racing. There's a game for those of you who know anything about racing games. That is one of the most broken, ridiculous games in history. You can make a truck go at the speed of light in reverse. And no, I'm not making that up. You actually go faster in reverse than you do forwards. One A-spec point. Yes! But that poor Lancer Evo rally car, it never had a hope. Even with all the penalties I was accruing, I was just blasting it into the seaweed. Apologies for that huge golden glitch then. That's just down to the way we're playing the game, I'm afraid. So because of that, I'm not taking any chances. I'm saving again. And then we will do the hard one for the Rally d'Umbria in the City d'Aria. But this time, we're going backwards. This is going to be really, really difficult. Because I remember that you can take off and crash very easily. It's the same car, I think. Oh, it's the 99 version this time. It's the Tommy Mackinnon version. That guy on the right throwing his hands up like he don't care. Look at that box head on the public. The PS2 had amazing rendering of people's heads. They had these like, they turned them into like weird cube forms. If anyone saw the movie Airplane, they always remind me of the autopilot from that movie. If you've not seen Airplane, surely you cannot be serious. I am serious, and stop calling me Shirley. Right, see you in the middle of next week, mate. Goodbye. This point here, hard on the brakes. We will take off if we try and take that fast. The amount of flicking I'm doing on my shoulder buttons right now, you'd think I was real life heel and towing. For those of you who know your racing terms, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Yep, there was a tiny little jump, I managed to arrest it. Up over the hill. All good. Something saying up the hill. I feel like I'm Jonathan Ledgard in the F1 commentary. Up the hill. He's in the wars. He's on a charge. He knows the time to beat. And I've given horrible flashbacks to anyone who watches Formula 1 now. Or should I say, watches Formula 1 in the UK? Well, amazingly, so far I'm finding this alright, but let's not prejudice ourselves by saying anything too rewarding. Too early in the game for that. Not bad, not bad. Oh, finally. I finally clocked up a penalty. God damn it. I was doing really well then. Doing really, really well. Ooh. Ow. We would have gone flying through the windshield, them people. We would have gone right through the windshield with that one. Damn, that was hardcore. That was a hardcore hit. No 6-point harness would save us from that one, people. That would have been a like 82G crash, probably. Yes, I agree, Queen. That was very painful. So apologies for all the people whose hearing I obliterated. Whoops! Do you know what I said we might take off and crash? That's what I was on about. I'm half tempted on the next lap to not slow down, just to see how high we can go. Because I'm that far ahead, I might be able to get away with it. Before I do it though, are we making a save state? Just in case we have a problem with the game. Ah, damn it. I've just taken out some 14th century stone now with that one. The Romans will be out to kill me. Right, there's the state. Let's see what happens. So, how many windows did we just smash? How many people did we send scattering from the balconies? Peter Dunbrack and Mark Webber are looking at me now going, we want to know your location. We did that at Le Mans. Those mafia guys are standing there in the front watching me crash right into them and they don't care. I think I still managed to set my fastest lap on that final lap, ironically. Yes, racing super soft qualifying tyres. Right, okay. Yeah, Queen, the track was telling me to get back in my lane and stop moving. You're not wrong. Okay, let's see what car we've won. Oh, once more we get that horrible golden glitch. I do apologise for that, peeps. We have won. Oh, not bad. An old 1990s GTR Skyline. Very nice. The car I would have adored back in the original Gran Turismo, way back in 1997. Beautiful. Ah, interesting. Your favourite JDM car, Joe. I do love the R33, but I've always preferred the R34. I just like the sleek styling of it, don't get me wrong, but the R33 is a cracker. Absolute cracker. So, let's take on the Costa di Amalfi. We're going to take this on, driving on super soft tyres in a 1,000 brake horsepower Le Mans car. We are totally trolling the game with this. We got a Mitsubishi Evo. This is no one-lap magic run where I'm going to give that car a huge head start. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to obliterate that car by driving it into the dirt. Yeah, to give you an idea of the jumps that we can get in this car. I'm sure I just killed that photographer. I took that corner so fast and so tight. I'm sure I just mowed him down. But it's an NPC, it'll be fine. Just think Kirito has sought out our lines approach of killing them all. We must save my family. Hey Gary, long time no see! Alright, here we go. Ultra tight hairpins now, peeps. Oh, got the braking wrong. I think that Lance is about 30 seconds off pace at the moment, which is, to be fair, kind of accurate. It won't have qualifying tyres, and it won't have 1,000 horsepower. Nor will it have the downforce, so there's absolutely no way it could keep up with this. Grinding my way around the corner then, people. Chipping the paint off the car. Lap 3. 2 more to go after this one. Now you see, the way the car tipped up then actually was reminiscent of Peter Dunbrack's at Le Mans. It literally started venturing towards the sky. Big shout out also to Mark Webber. Valencia 2010 proved that Red Bull really does give you wings when he crashed into the back of Kovalainen and flipped his car upside into the air. Too soon? Damn it. So far, so good with this run. Of course, we've got to do it all again in reverse, so we've got a few more minutes of this to do. And then after that, we're going to go and take on the GT All-Stars. It does feel like sometimes there's quite a long turbo lag, and I don't know why. In the low gears. I don't think I'm going to lap him. I'm not that fast. Well, I just done a 1:39. Holy hell, that's fast. Oh, we're getting closer, you know. We might be able to pass on the ultimate ignominy here. Yes! Hey! The ultimate humiliation. You have been lapped. I've saved you the extra few miles and gasoline and tyre miles. You're welcome. Now that was embarrassing. Oh, he didn't like that very much, did he? He was not happy at that. He was not happy at the way I showed off then. He took that personally. He was not happy that I was rubbing salt into the wound by reversing over the line with a penalty. He was not having that. He was not impressed. He had had enough of my showing off. He was not impressed. Final run on this race, and then we will go into the next tournament. For your showboating, you are going to win an old Mini Maestro from 1984. That'll teach you. Oh, it's the Peugeot 205. It's a Group B legend that's here to defend against a Group C Le Mans car. It's Group B versus Group C. Who is faster? Well, technically it's not Group C, because the Toyota is a GT prototype which came after Group C, but be quiet. Good evening, everyone. Just seen you jump in there. How are you doing? You just missed me humiliating the computer by reversing over the line to win a race with a penalty. The computer did not like it. It ran my car side on at full pelt, showing me that it was not impressed. To be fair, I had lapped them as well, just to really ruin their day. But yes, all good fun here. How are you doing? Oh, absolutely. You bet the computer's embarrassed than me. You're not wrong. Well, that's embarrassing. I got my braking point all wrong then. Yes, you just saw me doing a wheelie in a Le Mans car. Have you ever seen anything more ridiculous in your lives? Very wide, we got away with it. That was a tight corner, that one. The only thing tighter than that is my purse strings after I bought flights for a trip. Everything gets put on the back burner at that point. Spending gets sewn up for at least a month. Yeah, nowhere special, nowhere important. Well, as I say, Halloween's not far away, but you're not wrong. It's time to start doing that, I must admit. Get ahead of the curve. The Christmas chaos and food, yeah, you're not right. Oh, Avian, yes. Malls in December. I mean, I don't work in retail, but, you know, if anyone who does work in retail, I'm sure they appreciate how horrible the Christmas period can be, how busy it can be, how many Karens demand to speak to the manager, and all that kind of stuff. Yes, the malls in December are never fun places to be. I've been there. It's not fun. Very true, Joe, yes. The only place worse than the mall in December is an American electronics store during Black Friday. People will literally stab each other for a new TV that particular weekend. Actually, no, sorry. I've got that wrong. They won't stab each other. This is America, goddammit. We got our Second Amendment rights. They'll be getting a damn shotgun if they get in the way of my blood television. Stabbing each other. It's the States. They'll be shooting each other. What am I talking about? Oh yes, Boxing Day on in department stores again. Yes, you're not wrong, Avian. One word chip in there, Queen. Are you trying to stop yourself from having forward thinking? Because I won't blame you if you were. Now, what a stupid place to put a wall halfway between me and my rants. How dare you? Yeah, get asked about the Boxing Day sales, and your answer is come back on Boxing Day, not sod off. Oh, seriously? Well, the answer to that question is come back on Boxing Day and find out. That'd be my answer. Make them have to worry about their FOMO for the month. What do you mean you're not open on Boxing Day? Why not? Because we're entitled to time off as well, you stupid idiot. You're amazed you've clung in there, eh, Queen? I did it for long enough. I've had enough. So, to be fair, over here in the UK, certain stores can open on Boxing Day, but it's quite a lot of stores don't, but the big stores do. So, you know, big retail joints and big domestic parks, you do see them, and it's, horrible. So, let's get back on the roulette wheel. What's our car going to be? Let's find out. We have won a repeat car. We've won exactly the same car. I've won the same machine. Quite literally the same car. I mean, it's not a bad car to duplicate, but that's roulette gone wrong for you. Yeah, the price cars are random, apart from these two, which are exactly the same. So I might actually do the driving missions. I've not done these. Right. Basic overtaking techniques. Go on then, let's see what happens. I think it is the same year, 95, but I'll double check when we go back to the house. Oh no. We're in the Fiat 500. Oh, this is gonna be agonizingly slow. Yes, we're trying to climb the hill extremely slowly. It actually could be worse, Avian. This very same mission came back in Gran Turismo 7. It features a hill that steep. At one point, you get to literally 2 miles an hour. And you're desperate to get it over with. It's horrible. So, Joe, give me a second. Let's quickly go back to the house. That's the R30. Where is it? The R33. Yeah, there they are. They're both exactly the same car. Huh? Apparently you can drive the wrong way and still win it. I could sell one, Queen, but there's not much point because we're doing prize cars only where we can. So, unless I need money for anything else... Unless I get desperately low on cash for something else, there's not much point. Ah, that's better. Now we're in a Beamer. Yes, we're in a BMW. That's not technically how you're supposed to do that, but there's no penalty. I got away with it, so another easy 250 points. A 1,000 credits. I'm not going to say no. A Beamer with no oil leak. That's a bit unusual, I agree. Oh, we've now got the wet version of Tsukuba thing that's been added to the world circuits. I don't know how I've earned it, I don't care. Now we're driving on the Côte d'Azur in what appears to be an old Alfa Romeo. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm tempted to skip forward and do some of the much harder missions. But then again, the prize cars are random, so... Oh, that's not gone right. That's gone wrong. That's gone horribly wrong. But I don't see the finish line yet, strangely enough. So where is the finish line? If it's just round here, I'm screwed. Yeah, no matter. We'll have to retry this one. I went way too deep. What's it called? Casino Square. I got that completely wrong. Made a real hash of that. Oh! He just tried punting me off. He tried pitting me. He tried pit maneuvering me. Who do you think you are, Michael Schumacher? Actually, that's a bit old, that joke. Who do you think you are, Max Verstappen? I think to get a prize car in this one, we need to do the first 10 missions, I think. I might be wrong, though. So it looks like we're in... I think that might be Mustangs, by the looks of it. Modern muscle cars. Yep, and it's... Ah, it's the first hairpin. Yep, took the inside line away from him, and that was the end of it. Found nearly a second on him in one corner. That's kind of crazy. If you could learn to drive that fast, you would be the most dominant driver in history. A 2005 Mustang, so it was current generation when the game came out. That's pretty awesome. The high-speed ring in what appeared to be Peugeots. This would be interesting. Or maybe not. Let's find out. Yep, so it's the circuit that looks like the L-Core from Mass Effect. Tell me you don't see that, Queen. I'm not getting any I'm not getting any slipstream at the moment. Ah, well, that's made a big difference, that, the way it took that corner. These front-wheel drive cars are horrible for understeer. But not horrible enough. It kind of does. I just want to saw it the first time after seeing your playthrough of Mass Effect on your channel. I was like, extremely fast circuit. Good maximum speed round the banking. In fact, aren't you planning to potentially revisit that game in an interesting way at some point? I remember I'm sure you said there's something else you wanted to do in that game. So we're at Sakaba. Okay. Ah, Mazda Miatas. Nice. Or the MX-5 as it's known over here in the UK. Or the Unos Roadster as it's known in Japan, because it's known by so many different names for some reason. Although strangely, it was called the Mazda Miata J as if it was the Japanese version, so why wasn't it just called the Unos Roadster? I'm confused by that. Golf GTI. Ah, so we're going through the sleeping tunnel towards the hairpin. Okay. God, what tyres is this car on? It sounds squeaky to an old wardrobe from the 1980s. Well, I'm gonna have to dive bomb this. There's no other way, and I don't think I still don't think I'm gonna make it. It's a drag race to the line, but I win. That wasn't really technically good driving from me at all. If anything, that was borderline cheating, but it worked. Actually, no, it was cheating. Let's be fair here. I dive bombed him, hit him off his line, and then blocked him as much as possible. There was no legit move there. Trial Mountain. Ooh, nice. The high speed section. Ah, yes, I know where we are. That was nicely done. First time. And we're back to being a millionaire, people. I've just noticed we got more than 1 million credits again. We've earned them. The Motegi Oval in what appear to be sports cars. This could be interesting. Beautifully done. Ah, so it was two Anasaxes. It was Anasax versus Anasax. And now we're doing Le Save on the Mulsanne Strait, apparently. Oh, we are in Grenoz. Oh, we've got past multiple cars. I see. Right, this is where we're going to very much be a cheat. We're going to cheat our way to win this one. This driving mission, when I was a kid, drove me insane. Well, I say a kid, I was in college at the time. It drove me insane because of the nature of it. So I'm going to do something you're not supposed to do. I'm going to be extremely unsporting. Now that wasn't what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was go through the sand. So this is why we're going to retry it. I aimed to literally go straight through the sand. But unfortunately, he turned right across me. Save stating is one way of doing it, don't get me wrong. If the cheap tactic doesn't work, then yes, we may have to resort to that. But let's try the slightly more legitimate version. Only slightly. And even then it's questionable of just how legitimate it is. See what I mean? As you say, Joe, yeah, the game allows it, so why worry about it? It had the chance to give me a penalty and it chose not to. Now, people would argue that that's not in the spirit of the game. To which I say, there's no such thing as the spirit of the game. There is the game. I'm playing it. The game allows it. That's the end of it. Because what you're supposed to do is catch the first car using the draft around here. But you never used to have time because of the way they drove their line. So my technique, which is objectionable, I must admit, is one that works. Came home 5 seconds clear, which is pretty awesome. Oh, we have a prize car. What have we got? Yes! We have a K-Car Legend with about 80 horsepower tops. That is one of the tiniest cars in the game. That's probably so small I could just about put my shoe in it and wear it as a trainer. Right, we're going to skip ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to try and do the one-lap magics. Now, the way this works is that you have to wait before you start and then catch up to everybody else. And the idea is you just pass them at the line. So I don't know how long we got to wait. 40 seconds? Nah, I don't think so. I'm not waiting 40 seconds. No way. Not a chance. There's our save state. Because for some reason they don't have the ability to space the cars out. Even on Gran Turismo 7, they don't do that, would you believe? They make you sit and wait, even on Gran Turismo 7. Hey, we actually have split times, what the hell? Why do the split times work in this mode but not in the main game? Yep, celebrated with the team, finished by 1.4 seconds. Oh, and then one of them hit us in the spine. They were not happy that we did it. They're very unhappy that we beat them. The final one-lap magic mission in this game is very, very annoying. If you were here when I tried it on the original playthrough, you will remember. Right, so now we are off to do the Honda one this time. Not sure where it's taking place, actually. Is it a Tsukuba? Please don't be. Oh, no, it's not. It's taking place at Suzuka. Oh, nice. 97 seconds? I don't think so. I'm not waiting 97 sodding seconds. Yeah, there goes the Honda Beat, a car I've won. Yes, this faster speed skipping at the clock is important. And then we've got a further 20 odd seconds to wait in the NSX Takata, which is annoying. So here we go. These particular missions test your mastery of a circuit, your understanding of how the circuits work, because you are literally expected to be absolutely on it. Most of the time you've got no margin for error. You might get lucky and get maybe a half a second of leeway tops. On a lap, half a second should be a long time. For a professional racer, it is a long time. But for an amateur and a player, it's not. But yeah, this car is very, very nice. I agree with you, Joe. It's a beauty of a machine. A little bit of understeer there, though, which is annoying. For a car with mid-engine rear-wheel drive, the fact it has torturous understeer like that is a problem. I need to get past you before Spoon. Not a conventional overtaking spot, but I couldn't afford to be caught up behind him. We do, however, want one strategy here as well we can use if we get desperate. Alonso style. Oh, he drifted across me! He drifted across me! You saw that? He lane dived. He literally turned into me. He had absolutely no reason to change direction then. That was extremely dangerous driving. Never mind, start again. This time I'm going up the inside of him. I'm not running risk of happening again. No, that's no good. I might need to deploy my cheap tactic. Assuming they get there quick enough, I'm already a lot slower. Yeah, I'm too slow. I'm not going to get to the S2000 at the same time. Take you there. Oh, I hit the water. I hit the grass. That was my fault. Attempted a risky overtake that wasn't on. Not the best corner in that. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Again, lane hogger, who's blocking the middle of the road. So purely because of that, I'm not messing about. No! I celebrated too early. Do you know what was funny with that? That line's normally where it is. That's normally where the line is. You know where the pit line is? That's where the pit line is. Do you know what? That's kind of funny though. It's the kind of thing you want to do. You have some fun. Okay. You gotta show off. Get it wrong. It's fine. Hey! It's funny because like something similar once happened in, I think it was in GP2 or it might have been F3000 actually, and someone basically was winning at Monaco, pulled up alongside the pit lane to celebrate with the team, slowed down and got passed by someone because they'd stopped too early and they lost the race. So that's actually happened for real. I'm not alone in my ineptitude, shall we say. I think ironically, it might have been Christian Horner now I think about it. Or he might have been on the pit wall as the team principal. I'm sure he was involved somehow, because of course he was. He's involved in almost bloody everything. This time you're not slowing me up. So to be fair, that's given me a little more time. Yeah, not this time, pal. Take the Ayrton Senna line through that. Oh, I never saw that, Joe. Wow, that's hilarious. That's absolutely crazy that someone celebrated the win with a lap to go. So at least this time I got the win back immediately. So it could have been worse. Now, it would have been bad on an old school PS2 because you'd have had to wait another 90 seconds before trying again. So, it could have been much, much worse. It could have been a much, much, much bigger fail. Having to wait around for another 94 seconds for your own misgiving would have been extremely irritating. Would have been fully deserved as well, to be fair, but hey-ho. Ooh, 50 seconds. What car are we driving? Well, that sounds very nice indeed. It is. Oh, it's the Le Mans legend. It's the Le Mans car won in 1992. It's the Mazda 787B. Listen to that engine. It sounds as feral as a kissing on catnip. And it corners just as crazily. I'm liking the fact that we're in the middle of the Californian desert and my windscreen wiper's trying to keep going. That windscreen wiper rocking away like that was really distracting me. But I managed to beat it. Yes, that guttural, high-pitched wail that car makes. The legendary sound of the Wankel engine. Yes, we're so mature on this channel, aren't we, people? We're so mature. Yes, I took the car for a wank. We're so mature. Really mature. Now, we're in like a sleeker touring car. That's an interesting one. Why not the old classic sleeker rally car? Oh, but that's a nice engine sound. Thank you, Herman Tolka, for all those run-offs. When you helped redesign the circuit, you idiot. Stole all the character from it. Where does it say you have to stick in the rules of the track? Where does it say that? There goes Takumi's car. Smacked into the back of. They hit us right up the backside. They gave us a punt and a half. Oh, now we got the Circuit de la Sarthe. How awesome is that? Oh, now we're doing the Corvettes. Excellent. Nice. We're doing the Vets. Yes, we're going to the Vets, people. I can't wait to hear this car in its full sound. This car should sound amazing. Oh, that's a sound. Oh, so is that drifting? Well, got away with it. Not technically legal, but who cares? That was a beautiful sound. And very, very close to taking the wing mirror off that 1950s Vet on the way through them. I think we have one more track, and then we should hopefully get a prize car. Oh no, we're getting one now. That's earlier than I thought. Okay. Oh! We got a Mitsubishi FTO. An interesting car, that one. It looks like a really fast machine, and it actually isn't. Let's be honest. It's a front-wheel drive, weird coupe kind of car. It's not quite what you'd expect it to be. Yes, I know I've skipped a few of the missions, but I want to do some more. A Scooby Showdown. Oh no, we gotta race the Scooby 360. This mission will take forever, because that car will have a ridiculous head start. Well, let's see how long it takes anybody else to set off. It had over 50 seconds as a head start. Because that car is one of the slowest in the world. It is so bad. Wow, the understeer is awful in this car. That was horrendous understeer. For a four-wheel drive car, this is not good. bugger. I know this is a rally car, but I don't think you're supposed to drive it like that. Yeah, it's going to beat us. It was because, to be fair, I went off the circuit a couple of times. It was, let's say, the car had a very weird understeer feel to it. It didn't feel anywhere near as sharp as it should be. Normally with the Scooby and Pratters you can throw them into corners and you got all the grip in the world, but not here. That's going to help. I've already got past him. Oh, got away with that. Massively got away with that then. By 0.2. Wow, this is a tight one. This is a very, very tight mission. And again, it's purely because there's so few corners. So if you get one of them wrong, you pretty much lost it. We're into the muy difícil area of this mission, people. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, very difficult. I think I might have just done it. That was close. Look at that. 4/100ths of a second. Wow, that was tight. That was a very tight mission. They give that slow-ass car a huge advantage. And my God, is that a hard one. That was tough. Squeaked over the line. There was absolute. I was not risking losing that. I was making sure that was saved. So what next? Oh, the Lotus Esprit VA. We're doing a showdown of the Lotuses. Okay. Loti? I don't know. What would it be? Lotuses? Loti? I'm not sure, to be honest. Of course, when I think of Lotus, I think of the best character from Zero Escape 999 and Onary games. No, I'm not changing my opinion for those of you who are triggered by that. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, go check out Queen 3210's Let's Play of Zero Escape on her channel. Because it's great. Is that a Lotus Carlton I see there? The Vauxhall Lotus Carlton? You're welcome. I think it might be, you know? I think that might be a Vauxhall Lotus Carlton. The question is, can I catch up these cars at the front? I'm not sure I can. Oh, just too slow. I'm actually not sure where I lost the time that was going to prove crucial there. That's the problem. I mean, I don't think you can get away with wall riding in this mode. But if you can, that's certainly one way that's going to help. Yes, we're doing the NASCAR approach here, people. Thank you, Mr. Ram Raider. I'm not on off license in the UK. Don't crash into my car, please. See, even with that wall ride, I barely beat it. Beating that legit, I think it'd be very, very hard. Cheaping out and using the wall ride at the first corner. Game lets you do it. So do it, my advice. Yeah, we'll get that save in there again as we crack on with the next driving mission. This time we are driving in, the Ford GT. Nice. The special limited edition spec car. Very, very fast. Normally the World Championship prize car, but it wasn't this time, was it? We got something else. Can't even remember what it was. Might have been a Honda Civic now I think about it. Ah, the Ford RS200. This does not handle like I thought it would. This is not the race car. Get out of my way. Ah, what a stupid place to put a Mustang in the middle of a corner going the right way. I mean, come on, seriously? I don't even know why I'm bothering with this. That penalty means we've got no chance of finishing it, but I'm going to try and see how close we got. Oh! And then I wiped out on a jump. Tell you what, that first place car's got a really big lead. Well, already I'm feeling more confident anyway because I passed that car much earlier. So that's giving me a much better chance now. God, the brakes on this thing are rubbish. It feels like I'm trying to stop the car with bottle tops. By the way, kids, don't try that. Don't replace your brakes with bottle tops. It's a very bad idea. Just don't. Trust me on this. I'm not the world's best mechanic, but even I can tell you that's not a good idea. This isn't like Final Fantasy where you can replace your best weapon with a mop or a baseball bat. No. Yeah, no thanks, mate. Not today. Amazingly, with that 5-second penalty, I might have still been able to beat the Ford Taurus because I won by 5 seconds. But you raise a fair point, Avian. Yes, the nail bat in FF7 was useful, particularly in FF7 Remake. In FF7, it was useful for one fight. One. Against Demon Wall. Right, it's the GM showdown, and we're driving in the Cadillac Chean. Very nice. I love this car, the Cadillac Chean. We're waiting for only 30 odd seconds. That's not too bad. I'd forgot about that, Queen. It's been it's been ages since I played that game. I just couldn't get into that game, no matter how hard I tried. It just wasn't for me. Which is weird, it should be a game I love. Oh god, what's with the understeer there? The car started turning like a tank for no reason. What tyres have they got on this car? It's never handled like that for me. Yeah, get off the road, you Buick cheater. You in your tuning car from the 60s. Shameless plug is shameless. Well, there's nothing worse than a shameless plug. Actually, no. Shameless plugs are fine. I don't mind the occasional shameless plug. I've done more than my fair share of them. I get the feeling I'm not going to catch this guy at the front, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm definitely not catching him now. Where am I? No, I'm just going to fall short. Yeah, get out of my way, Mr. Buick. Sod off. Going off at the first corner was what killed that, to be honest. The later one with the drift wasn't ideal, but it was this first corner when the car just would not turn properly to screw me over. Ah, no worries, Queen. That's absolutely fine. You go do what you gotta do. Your time's yours. You have to tell me what you're up to. Said it before and I will again. No one owes me their time. Unless you owe me a favour, but But that's a different story. Oh, God. Yeah, there's something wrong with the setup in this car. I don't know what they've done with it, but it has a very wide turning circle. It doesn't normally turn like this. This is the inferior version of this car. But we are a lot closer this time. A hell of a lot closer. Yeah, we couldn't even see him last time. Bye-bye, Mr. Buick 87. That means we were 30 seconds faster than that car on that lap. Which is rather silly when you think about it. And now, get ready for pain, people. Even though we shouldn't be at this point, we're going for it. The Mercedes SLR McLaren versus the other Mercedes-Benzes at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. One of the most remembered and difficult missions of all. Yes, you have to literally wait 2 minutes to try again. And then you have to conquer the Nordschleife without making many mistakes. Get comfortable, people. We're gonna be here for a while. We might be driving the SLR McLaren, but that does not mean we're gonna be having fun with this. I can assure you. Even on the fast forward speed, this is taking forever. To the Jeopardy theme. Pretty appropriate that to be said. Pretty appropriate that. Now the problem is that this car is on sports tyres. It's not got the grip it's supposed to have. So this engine makes me think of the music from Streets of Rage 2. I wasn't expecting the car to take off. I didn't think I was going fast enough, and that the car was light enough. When it gets to the high revs, it sounds like a really throaty muscle car. Before then, it sounds like a really weird, like, rotary engine car. It's odd. See the difference they're doing a little bit of brake over the hill, mate? Damn. Made a huge difference. For 1 minute 41 seconds, we've cut down its lead. I've no idea if that's good or bad. That tank slapper was very bad. I did well to catch that. We can save some time by doing this. That's the one thing you can do. You can cheat at certain points. Don't be afraid to cheat on this mission. It's so long and you have to wait so long to get it started. There is no shame in cheesing it. Anyone who tells you it's a bad thing to cheese things, no, it is not. If you can cheese something to your advantage, you cheese it. Even if the world is watching, don't be afraid to embrace the Gorgonzola, the Brie, and all the other legendary flavours. One minute 21. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised the grip level's better than I thought it would be. Better than I remember it being. It still struggles at high speed because the sports tyres just don't have the contact patch that a proper pair of slicks do. But as I say, I'm enjoying the drive. It's really not that bad. 1 minute 8. Looking very good, I think. The fact we've actually got split times makes this much better. The fact that the split time is working in this mode makes all the difference. "57 seconds. So we've more than halved the lead. Are we at the halfway point on the circuit? I'm not sure. Right, I'm going to try another cheese strategy here. It's a risky one because it could result in a penalty. But it hasn't, that's good. That wall ride trick there can get you through that corner at a much higher speed. You're probably about 20 miles an hour higher than you should be. Welcome back, Wayne. You find me halfway through the most challenging driving mission of them all. Well, one of. It's not the only one. There's another one that's notorious that I've not done yet deliberately. 41 seconds. It's a big gap to find. Almost an impossibility. I need to pass this guy as soon as possible. I'll settle for the bump nudge. I'll settle for it. It's not ideal, but I'll take it. That was messy. "28 seconds. This is tight. Very tight indeed. It's not the first attempt. It's the first attempt we had a crash on. Not a game crash, a literal crash. I had to go deep then to get past him, but that's okay. Okay, good. Right. Hammer down. Here we go. Nothing I can do here. The next mile, I am at the mercy of the elements. I've just got to go flat out. Shave his car. Get as much slipstream as possible. This is going right to the wire. 8 seconds. I don't know if that's too big a gap. I really don't know. It is now. It was manageable. That penalty screwed my... Close, but no cigar. Not this time. We're going to finish a distant third. What was the time that he did it in? Might as well get the recon for the lap time. 9:16. Right. Ironically, 5 seconds. I might have just made it. Start again. Here we go. So that's our target time. 9 minutes 15 seconds-ish. That's what we're going for. That's the target. Every trick we can pull out in the book. Here we go. No cheese is too cheap. No strategy is too broken. Because this mission's borderline unfair. So you have to be borderline unfair back. Embrace the cheese. Not bad at all. I think I went through there a few miles an hour quicker than last time. So that's good. .40.6, that's slightly faster this time, I think. I think we're slightly ahead. Ever so slightly. This time we didn't get a tank slapper either, so that's really good news. In case you're wondering what I mean by a tank slapper, it's where the car basically slides sideways. It's known as like when a tanker starts to drift sideways if it starts to jackknife on a highway. Say smooth is very important, because if it can be smooth, it allows us to carry a little more speed. It's just as long as you're smooth and fast, that's the tricky part. 119.2, that's very good. So in this mode, every second counts. That's not good. I got my line all wrong then. 1 minute 6 seconds. That might be okay. I'm not sure. That's not good at all. That's really not good. 56.3 though, that's actually faster than last time somehow. Not sure how, don't really matter. Right, we're going for it again. We're going to go for the wall ride. That's a huge cheese strategy. That is a massive difference maker. Yeah, this time we're not going off the track there either, so that's good news. I've caught him much earlier. In your lane, leave me alone, go away. Dispatching him there is critical. It's getting us much closer to the rivals. This is very promising. I could really have done with catching him slightly later, but I might just get away with this. It's not going to be easy though. That'll do nicely. After all this effort, get in the chat. If we manage to get the prize car, what are we winning? A good one or a junker? I want your predictions, people. You think it's going to be a good one, Joe? Let's find out. We've got to get there first, but the fact that I've already passed him before starting the straight, 13.059. That's much better. We have a real chance here. Let's try and take it. Didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it anyway. Sorry, SL Gullwing, you lose this time. $9:14.9. We only have 1.9 seconds in it. That was tough. As I say, that mission is borderline broken. I will take the 50,000 credits. I've earned them. Yeah, we did it. Here we go. We've won. I mean, it's not a bad car, but it's not exactly the kind of car I'd expect for effort. It could be much worse. Evidently my name is very much a JDM name. How many JDM cars have I won now, people? That's the third Skyline that I've won tonight. I like Skylines, I do. But I don't like them that much. I really don't. We made it. We got through the hardest part of the mission. So why don't we have some fun with some of the other ones? Let's try, for a laugh, let's do the slipstream battle ones. This is where we're all about trying to get as fast as possible by slipstreaming. Yes, we have a one-lap race of the test course in the Nissan Cube. Yep, Civics, Skylines, basically JDM cars, that's all I've been game. And yes, look at the size of the aerial on this roof, people. Oh yeah. Shout out to my friend Ouroboros, who actually very recently bought a Nissan Cube for real. He even calls it Cubert, which I think is really cute. Absolutely loves this car, he does. He absolutely adores it. Yes. Isn't this the most exciting race you've ever seen, people? 99 miles an hour in a literal box. I'm not getting any draft. Or at least it doesn't feel like it. This is horrible. This is so bad. Settle in for the long haul, peeps. We're going to be here for a while. Oh god, this is so boring. This is boring. Oh, we changed gear. Right. I think manual transmission might be the way to do this, people. I think manual transmission might be the way to win. We're not going to win this. We're not going to win. We're running out of road. Unless they all suddenly start getting very, very close. The only advantage is we're going more than 100 miles an hour thanks to the slipstream. We might just have enough. And if we do, the one thing we need to do is make sure they don't slipstream us back. And I'm taking no chances. I'm pulling right off the racing line. There's no way you're drafting me. Well, that was one of the most boring races I've ever done in my life. That was dull. We will quickly save our game, people. I don't want to have to go through that again. What's our overall completion now? We are at 31.5% completion, would you believe? This has actually been good for progression, doing this, believe it or not. We've still got all these to do as well, the 3-lap battles to get another car, but we'll pick up the Honda Odyssey. Oh, it's another minivan. Oh no, the Honda Odyssey. I know that. Anyone who's seen a recent movie will know that car. And if you have seen that movie, you'll know exactly which movie I'm talking about and how it's actually an extremely funny movie. And the rant about the Honda Odyssey is quite funny as well. I'm deliberately not being spoilerish, but I know people in the chat have seen it. If you know, you know. Yes, that's right. We'll speed the game up for a little bit. It took you a minute, but you caught up, Queen. You don't know car makes, that's fair. I know my car makes too well most of the time. I still remember you trying to figure out about cars during your Phoenix Wright stream. Because it was like a really important part of the case and you were still struggling, but it was cool how you figured it out. And now everyone's wondering what the hell I'm on about, and all I'll say that is go and watch the playthrough of Phoenix Wright and all will become clear. We've got to 5th gear because we're finally going fast enough. Now that really is shameless. That really is a shameless one. Wow. That is a shameless one, Queen. And I applaud. I applaud the lack of shame on that one. It's almost as shameless as my driving strategies to beat the 34th driving mission. Am I going to get close enough to draft this guy? I'm not sure I am. It sounds like I'm just picking up the draft now. Yeah, the way you get the draft on this is weird. You kind of like have to aim off the car. I don't think I'm going to make it. Yeah, I fell off the draft. That's irritating. Yeah, that's right. Give him a punt. Put him in his place. That's fine. We'll do it again. No big deal. Yeah, I can already feel the draft here because I can't hear the car wind. You have to listen for the wind, basically, and when you can't hear it anymore, you're in the draft. Because obviously you're cutting through the air. So that's going to make a difference because I'm already into the draft here, and I think that was a little earlier than last time. Yeah, that's a big difference. Oh, I got very close then. I very nearly hit him. And that would have been bad because they'd have got me a penalty. I've got to be careful because he's going to be drafting me back now, the bastard. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Although, I can use this to my advantage, potentially. We're actually slipstream tag teaming. This is actually a good thing. Or is it? I don't know if I'm getting in the draft again. Oh, now he's braked. Why would you do that? The problem is he's nailed into the draft of that guy, so I'm not going to be able to steal a draft off him, which is really annoying. The AI for these missions can be a real nuisance, and that's part of the problem. See, I've fallen out. I'm not close enough. They've screwed it up because of the way they did it. Now I can't get close enough to draft them. I can't get close enough. I'm going to have to retry once again. That was going really well. Because of the way they messed up by not passing each other. They created a huge gap. It was impossible to catch the draft. The AI got so hung up on staying in the lane, they didn't pass him. That was the problem. It seems they'll pass you, but they won't pass each other. I think I got the same problem as last time. Unless I get very close now. Right, I've got a tail. That's good. That's already a lot better because I've actually got a slipstream now. Give me a draft. Give me a draft. Oh, he's going to get away with it again. The gaps just aren't close enough. These are impossible. The gap is not close enough to close. You can't close the gap. Create a stave slot there. State stave there. going to say stay safe there, actually. So I don't have to do that whole point at the start. I think part of the problem is you don't start in a straight line. But now I'm definitely in the draft. Okay. Now, Avian, we're not doing that just yet. You have to wait till later on next year for that. I think, ironically, this might be a case of use manual gears and stay in fourth. I think that might be the answer. I think staying in fourth gear is the way to do this. Yes, it was fun. It was a right laugh. I enjoyed that. It was tons of fun. Oh, come on! Apparently that wasn't close enough. 0.027. Right, pardon me. I'm going to do one slight change here. I'm going to put it in manual, because once it changed up to fifth gear, the car was sluggish as anything. I'm going to put it in manual gears, and I'm not changing gear. And watch this make all the difference. And if that's the case, then that's bad game design, in my opinion. Because I'm sure we got to 136 in fourth gear. In fifth, we weren't even getting to 131. We weren't getting anywhere near close enough. I don't care if the engine sounds like it's going to blow itself to pieces. I think I'm going to have to go and do some actual races in a minute, because this is getting really frustrating. It's also stupidly boring. Yeah, see what I mean? We just hit 132 in fourth gear. We didn't do that in fifth. There's no point changing up a gear. I don't care if it's hitting the rev limiter, it's still going faster than 5th gear. Look at the difference that's made. Look at the difference. It's critical for these that you have manual transmission. Because I'm going to finish way in front now. Look at the difference, more than 2 seconds. Makes you wonder what the point of even having a 5th gear is if you can't go faster in 5th gear. It's a waste of a gear, that. It's damaging your transmission. Still, we're getting closer. So, let's have a look. Oh, it's the Skyline one. If I'm not mistaken, this one's really, really annoying. Because this is where you have to engineer the AI to copy you. Did you see how we're all in a pack? What I have to try and do, I believe, is get past them, then let them pass me, and keep doing that to catch up. It's a very, very irritating one, this one. I remember it now. Might as well restart when you get a penalty. This is basically like pack touring. For whatever reason, the leader starts miles in front, and then there's a big pack of you, and you've got to try and engineer it so that they overtake you, and then you overtake them. But the AI are notorious for not playing ball. Kind of like that one then, they just literally get in your way a lot of the time. It doesn't help that they brake as well at the start of the corner. There's no reason to brake, you don't need to. So now what I've got to do is try and make it so that they can catch me. And I've got to be able to maintain a decent speed so I don't pull away and can catch up to the leader. I'm trying to avoid lifting, because if you lift, you cause problems, but the problem is that they fall behind too easily. So I mean, once again, on the brakes. want the rear view mirror. That's the reason I'm in this view. And you have to make sure you get out of their way, because otherwise they'll hit you. I'm literally riding on my mirror. I'm trying to literally pay attention to that part solely and hope that they'll get close enough to pick up a draft. Right, they should be getting a draft there. So you see how the pack are getting closer. This is why this is incredibly annoying, this mission. By keeping it in manual gears, at least I'm not losing the revs. I'm deliberately trying to seed speed and actually give them a tow. Normally I do everything in my power to avoid being slipstreamed. In this case, I want them to catch me. Annoyingly, the time display is also not showing anymore, the split. I don't know why. That's right, go past me, get past me. No, don't hit me, go past me. Stop trying to pick me off. That's good, that's fine, stay with me. Don't fall away from me, stay with me. I think we're just going to fail this. We're just going to fall out of range, I think. Yeah, so he was 1.5 seconds too far ahead. As I say, it's all about engineering them to draft you, and it is a very, very annoying mission. Unfortunately, you just got to stick with it. Now this part's okay, where you draft in the opposition. It's getting them to cede to your lead and follow you. It becomes trickier. Especially when they do that. Stay in there, so I have to repeat that again. If that silver skyline gets in my way, I've got a way to deal with him. They're too far back, aren't they? I do not want to have to give them. I do not want to have to give up speed, so I'm not going to. I'm going to see if they'll catch up to me. Yeah, it looks like they're still gaining. So it doesn't help that they slow down at the corners. If they didn't do that, it'd be much easier. Hopefully they're still in range. It looks like they are. Yeah, that's definitely in range. They've got to be. Got away with that little glancing blow then. I could have actually ended up crashing, but I got away with it. This is trying to work with AI that's not coded to human standards. The yellow skyline's just going burr out in front, and all we can do is hope that we'll get drafted. Normally most people try to dodge getting drafted, so oh, he's hit me. What'd you do that for, you pillock? This must be thrilling television for you all. You must be all absolutely captivated by this. Okay, one's on my tail. Which way are you going? I'm not giving you an option. Yeah, that's right, don't hit me. That's fine, keep going. One more bite of that, lads. One more bite of that. That's all we need. Stay in my pocket. That's all I need you to do. Stay in my pocket. I need one more draft push from these guys and that'll do it. Come on, get behind me. Get thee behind me, Satan. Come on. I've got a draft. I've got a draft. Okay, stay left, stay left. This finish line is mine. I'm pulling the ladder up behind me. Goodbye. Yes, I like my skylines, but that mission is awful. I hate it. There's one more to do. But now that I've just saved my game, I've made sure I've saved that one. That one is a very annoying mission. It is infamous amongst GT4 players. It is infamous. So now we're doing the extreme speed. Yep, so it's all about maximising our opportunities. I'm not gaining any slipstream at the moment. That's going to be an immediate problem. that slipstream battle if the car won't catch up in slipstream. So this makes me wonder if this is one of those where you have to do 2 laps without it and then suddenly 1 lap burst. But if that's the case, what's the point? Right, now I'm actually gaining slipstream. Yeah, this cover is similar to the last one. You just got to get them close enough in order to slipstream off them and catch up. I'm in another slipstream, really good. In case you're wondering why the speed drops off so quickly outside of the slipstream, it's because of all the aerodynamics that these cars have. They have very thick aerodynamics, which makes them great for tailing, but once they are out of the wind, they're in the wind, sorry, they generate a lot of drag. And drag is essentially like if you hold your coat inside out into the wind, it'll blow you backwards. That's basically your body generating drag. So that's what these cars can do with the wings. It gives them extra cornering grip because they're able to get more air that pushes the car into the ground. And the more you push the car into the ground, the more grip you've got. However, if you find that you're at a high speed level like this, and you go into the wind, you suddenly gain a massive weight pushing back against the car. It's why you see airplanes with the flaps going up. That's essentially their air brakes, as they're known. They're literally using a wall of air to slow the vehicle down. We don't want that here. That's why I've pulled all the way to the left. Because what I'm doing now is avoiding cutting the air for them to be able to follow and gain speed. That, in a nutshell, is what slipstreaming is. That was tough, but we managed to beat it first time. I didn't think we was going to... After that first lap, I was thinking that this was going to be impossible. Because I don't think I was getting enough speed to catch up, but I was wrong. So I'm happy to be wrong. Oh, go on, what have we got? We've rolled. Oh, now that's a nice car. We've rolled a JGTC Legend, the Nissan Motul Pitwork Z. It's our 4th Nissan tonight. We've won plenty of Nissans tonight, but we've won a cracker. And that's a perfect car to capstone what's been a rather entertaining mission-based stream. We came in, having done quite a lot of the rallying stages. We're now 32% complete. We've not used B-Spec Bob at all. And that is a perfect place for us to wrap up tonight, because if I start any more races, we're going to be on long past time. So, after this, we will be taking a break. We will be back on Monday when we carry on our playthrough of Metaphor Re-Fantasio. The whole new world that isn't Persona, isn't SMT. It's the game that crashed my PlayStation 5. So we're going to pick that up on the Monday evening. Until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And yes, I like my skylines, but stop giving them to me.